Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving deep into how to tame that beast that can be VMware Cloud Foundation and Tanzu. We're going to move from those really complex problems to some clear, actionable solutions that you can actually use.
Oh man, we've all been there, right? It's the middle of the night, that awful alert sound goes off, the pressure's on, and this massive integrated platform is just staring you down. That sinking feeling of, where do I possibly begin? Well, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today.
Because let's be real, just throwing random commands at the wall to see what sticks, that's a recipe for chaos. It makes things worse, not better. What you really, really need is a strategic framework, a plan you can use every single time to turn that 3 a.m. panic into a calm, controlled process. So first up, let's just set the stage a little. Let's look at the core problem we're all trying to solve when things, inevitably go sideways. This, right here, this is our mission for this explainer. We're going to build that framework together, step by step. The goal is to give you a powerful methodology that you can take right back to your own environment. And that brings us to the heart of it all, your master plan. See, this isn't about trying to memorize every possible error code out there. That's impossible. It's about having a system that works every single time, no matter what's broken. This is the exact mindset we need to get into. You're not just a technician fixing a thing, you're a detective on a case. You're looking for clues, you're following a logical path, and you're piecing together the evidence to find that root cause. This systematic approach, it's really what separates the pros. So here it is, your 4-step framework. It's simple, but it is so powerful. Okay, step 1, define the problem. And I mean get specific. What exactly is broken? Who is it impacting? And when did it start? Step 2, and this one is absolutely crucial. Check recent changes. Seriously, the vast majority of outages are triggered by a recent patch, a network change, or some new configuration. Always start there. Third, layer your search. You have to be methodical. Start at the physical layer and work your way up. This stops you from chasing some weird application bug when the real problem is just a bad network cable. And finally, step 4, compare and conquer. You have to ask the most powerful question in all of IT. What's working versus what's not working? This one question can narrow your search down instantly. All right, so you've got your master plan. Now, what tools do you actually bring to the investigation? Let's open up that diagnostic toolkit. Okay, now what's so cool about this is how your toolkit maps directly to that layered approach we just talked about, right? So for the virtualization layer, vSphere and VCF, you're living in the vSphere client, maybe the vSAN held service. For networking, you're jumping into NSX Manager, using something awesome like Traceflow to see exactly where packets are going. For Kubernetes, it's all about kubectl. And then for that big platform-wide picture, ARIA operations and ARIA logs are what bring everything together. It's about using the right tool for the right layer. With our plan and our tools in hand, let's go hunting. We're going to look at the most common hotspots. The places where failures just love to hide. Let's kick things off with compute. You see a host with the dreaded purple scream of death? The very first thing to check is your HA behavior and admission control settings. Are you seeing high CPU ready time, making your app sluggish? That's a classic sign of contention. Go straight to your resource pools and reservations. It's all about connecting that symptom directly to the most likely source. Now, onto storage. If vSAN health alarms are going off, your prime suspects are almost always one of two things: disk failures or network problems between the nodes. A data store is suddenly full, you need to check your thin provisioning settings and your storage policies right away. The key takeaway here is that the vSAN health service is your absolute best friend. It will practically point you to the root cause. Networking. These issues can be so subtle. If vMotion is failing or hosts are getting isolated, it's so often a simple MTU mismatch or a wrong VLAN tag. Can't reach your services from the outside world? Your first stop has to be the NSX route tables. And for that really tricky pod-to-pod communication problem, well, it's time to put on your detective hat and investigate the NSX distributed firewall and your Kubernetes network policies. And finally, Kubernetes. Pod stuck and pending? Oh, it's a classic. But this usually isn't some deep, dark bug. It's almost always a resource issue. Check your namespace quotas. Is the storage class it's asking for even available? Can't connect with kubectl at all? Go verify the supervisor control plane VIP and your authentication. It almost always traces back to the underlying platform configuration. So look, Fixing things when they break is absolutely critical. But the real goal, the end game, is to build a platform that doesn't break in the first place. This is where we make that huge shift from firefighting to proactive optimization.
This slide really says it all, doesn't it? It's about a complete mindset shift. Are you the technician constantly fighting CPU contention and reacting to alarms? Or are you the strategist, proactively right-sizing VMs and projecting future growth? This is the difference between just keeping the lights on and truly engineering a solid platform.
So, how do you become that strategist? Well, it really comes down to these 3 pillars. For compute, it's about right-sizing your VMs, not just guessing. For storage, you've got to tune your vSAN policies for what the application actually needs. No more one-size-fits-all. And for Kubernetes, you have to use the tools. Use the horizontal pod autoscaler. Set proper resource requests and limits to prevent chaos. These 3 pillars, they're your foundation for a truly optimized platform.
And just remember, the payoff here isn't just a faster app. It's so much bigger than that. It's about building a platform that is stable, predictable, and cost-efficient. You're reducing risk, you're saving money, and honestly, you're making your own life easier by preventing those 3 a.m. calls from ever happening. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. By moving from that reactive to a proactive mindset, by using this framework, you're not just building something that works today. You are engineering a platform that is truly built to last. Thanks so much for watching.